Hey, G Money, the gig is up.
We just wanted to tell you how much we all love you, Gaylord.
Victor 3, I'm pulling up on scene right now. Victor 3, hold the air. I see the subject inside. Looks like he's got a gun in his hand and he's pointing at the clerk. Guys, I've got the south covered behind you. Watch the crossfire. Running southbound, Rob. He's coming right at you.
All units, Victor 3, Victor 5 are fighting with one. Hold the air.
Victor 3, slow down. Subject in custody. Firearm recovered.
Copy that. Command clear. Subject is in custody for the robbery. Firearms recovered.
All right, you want to get rolling?
Yeah.
All
Let's
right,
talk about
let's
the
do
Chemo
this.
Cowboy.
Let's talk about us.
Let's talk about us. So, Kaz, let me ask you a question. What would change in your life if you were given a year to live? You've got a terminal illness, and they say you got a quality year, and you're going to be lucky to make it 2 years, but you got a quality year to live. What do you what does that look like for you?
If I would feel overwhelmed, I would be desperately searching for how do I do this the right way?
Right.
Can I get can I at least pull that off?
Right.
Nothing else is in my control. Can I try to pull this off? But I don't know how long it takes me to get there. To be honest with you, I don't know how long it takes me to say, okay, how many mornings do I get up? And when I finally get up, I say to myself, okay, I've got to make the most of this.
My point is, you got a year to live. What color you paint the cabinets, all of a sudden, that ain't on the hill of problems that we need to worry about anymore.
Right.
Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So it's really, really fascinating how we met Gaylord Mankowski, today's guest, because you had met him. I never have prior to getting rolling with our common interest, but getting to know him on a personal level, I can't think of anyone more inspiring than him in this situation, because he was given 2 years to live. That was 3 years ago. And everywhere he goes, he is the definition of make it count. Yep. I've got so many minutes in my hourglass. It's tipped over and it's running. I'm not going to waste 1 minute. Everywhere I go, that minute is going to count. And he's channeled his own cancer situation into a gigantic charitable initiative with kids with cancer primarily. And I just can't wait to hear from him.
Yeah, this guy's literally changed my perspective.
100%.
Literally.
100%.
I'm a different person. I don't know how to explain it, but I wake up different.
Yeah, man.
I just wake up different.
So how we met, my man, is through your charity, Santa's First Responders. You approached us so we could kind of do a collaborative effort to a charity event that you have organized, the Mun Meltdown, on September 20th.
Yes, sir.
4 p.m. at the Mun Ice Arena in East Lansing. It's going to be a great charitable event, $10 to get in the door. That's how we met, is you coming to us saying, hey, I'm a retired cop from Meridian. You guys are retired cops from LPD. We don't really know each other on a personal level, but this is my vision. This is what I want to do. Can you help us? And of course, Kaz and I were like, anything we can do, we are all 100% behind you. And through that initial meeting, we've been blessed with the opportunity to hang out with you and really become friends. And so we're fascinated by how you do it and what you choose to do with your time and how much you give back. Let me ask you this, man. How has cancer changed your life?
Oh, 100%. It's made me a better person. I think I was a pretty decent person before. We've been doing the charity stuff since 90. I grew up with a family of charitable people. But it's tuned in it's given me more focus. I will say this, I'm a big history buff. I didn't tell you guys, but I'm a big World War II guy. So much so I went to France by myself to retrace Band of Brothers, the book and the TV series. And I just said this on one of my thing the other day, but there's a scene in Caratan. So I went to Caratan, France by myself. I went to some library and I spoke my spoken or broken French, and I was able to have some guy draw me a map. There's this scene where they fight outside of Caratan, and Spears says to Blythe, he says, once you realize you're dead, you become a more effective soldier. And that's really resonated with me. And so I have the map. I found the foxholes from that third, it was the third series or the third production in that series where they're kind of slugging it out and you think it's like hundreds of yards apart. It's like you could throw baseballs back and forth. I mean, it's just surreal. But I stood in the foxhole and I thought about what he said, and then it resonated with what I have now. But once you realize you're dead, I become a more effective person. Not that it's the Grim Reaper's on the other side of that door, but we're all on borrowed time. Regardless, I just happen to know probably what I'm going to die of. I see it as a blessing because it's kicked me in the ass to take it to another level, and I think we have, but there's more to do. But I mean, you can doom and gloom on it. When they come in, they say, well, worst case scenario, you got 6 months to live. Best case for somebody, because it's all on averages. They can't tell you, except if you get to the spread of the tumor.
Right.
So at 2 years, best case. Well, now we're 3 years plus. And, the worst thing about having cancer is you get CAT scans. Or not the worst thing. But every 3 months, you're like, okay, 7 come 11, it's just where I go snake eyes. I throw craps. And I'm like, Gaylord, it's spread. Now it's, now the stuff's stable. It's on Park, which is a win for what I have.
Yep.
I don't, I told you guys before, I don't feel like I have cancer other than the chemo, the side effects.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know. Now as it spreads, it can get into different organs and you'll know. But right now, I wouldn't know if it wasn't for the chemo stuff.
And nobody meet you for the first time would know either, Gaylord.
No.
Not recently, because all the side effects are internal now. Whereas before my first year and a half of chemo, holy shit, dude, you would have locked that door thinking a zombie apocalypse has hit Old Town. I mean, because I remember one time I was up in Gaylord to do some paperwork, and I was rubbing my face like this, and I looked down and it was like green dust. And like this face was just like, what the fudge? Nobody told me, some stupid ass joke. I'm walking around Gaylord like, who in the hell is this jolly green giant? But
he's got rabies.
Yeah, I was like, now it's all a lot of bathroom issues and internal and getting tired. But I don't just, it'll be plenty of time to sleep when I'm dead, because just take a nap, get it back after it, get back in the fight. So I don't know. It's surreal. I just don't. There's a time in the beginning of it, like, oh my God, will I be able to watch football this year? Will I be around for Christmas? Then you just got to get past that, and you don't expect it, but you just try to go out and earn it.
Right. So would you say like you were in law enforcement, and you're successful in law enforcement because you're a bit of a well-known legend in your area, and I knew that I heard stories about how effective you were as a police officer, how much you cared, like you were driven for that. It was a calling for you. I hear you describe that, and to me, it's like, you know what? If we could put that in a pill, right? You take this pill, and it's going to force you to have purpose in your life, like heartfelt purpose, right? I would want that. You know what I mean? Like, I think most of us want to have purpose because it just kind of adds that the one thing, like this is why I'm alive, right? And I think like for us as cops, when we retire, we're looking for that thing. Like, where can I find it? And you described, knowing that this thing is a part of your life now, you just refuse to let any time go to waste.
And that's a great analogy, because I think we as coppers, we waste, and especially when the administrative side just waste time. What's the thing of Santa's first responders? Helping tough kids through tough times. Boom. That's it. I don't need to have a sit-down meeting and write some 2 paragraphs that nobody's going to remember anyways.
Right.
So I guess cancer, if there's a negative, it's made me have less tolerance for silly stuff.
Right.
And maybe I should just learn to put it pause, especially when we're trying to raise money. But I don't want to say I'm on borrowed time, but I'm on borrowed time.
Yeah.
So like when we started this MUN thing, we're like, well, let's have meetings. Screw that. Let's go. You know. And so I went over there and asked them, what's the worst? So my dad would always say, what's the worst they can do? Say no.
Right.
And then you just think about another way to outthink them and outflank them.
Yeah.
To get your way. If it's your purpose is if your cause has value and purpose, then if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, you know.
Right.
And so that's so I went over there, and the Mun people ate it up. I mean,
Yeah.
they had looked at our webpage and saw what we're doing. And they're like, oh, yeah, we're on. Whatever you want. Basically, have told me whatever I want. With cops and outdoor, the DNR type, guns are a big deal. So we raffle off guns.
Yep.
However, we know we can't bring guns on the property because of MSU. So we'll just bring laminated photos. And so when we buy the guns, we never take possession. We never transfer them to our name. We pay for them through our federal firearm license partner. And then they just get with him, and he makes it happen.
I tell you what, Rob and I were part of something at MUN earlier this year, and the people that we had contact with were fantastic.
Yes,
there.
they were.
Massive shout out to MUN Field or the MUN Ice Arena, because it went pretty flawlessly. And that place, if you haven't been there, been renovated recently, and it is a fun place. If the kids come, they're going to have a good time. It just has a really, really good atmosphere for.
And kids are free.
Yeah.
I think that's important. So if you only come with a parent, we're not going to charge kids. So we have various raffling type stuff. We're licensed through the lottery commission. We got our lottery license.
Yep.
I bought 2,000 hockey pucks. So we're going to do chuck-a-puck, I think they call it. Oh, we bought 1,000 ornaments.
Yep.
With our fire truck on it, or Reindeer One. So you'll have an opportunity. We're going to sell them 2 for $10. So one goes for $10. You get an ornament, and they're really slick, colorful, and then you're buying one for a kid at the hospital or a party for kids of need, which I'm hoping we get 400 kids this year.
Wow.
So, and we'll have items like that where you can actually buy the gift for the kid. Thanks to Magic Johnson, he just gave us a check for $5,000.
Nice.
Picked that up from Pastor Kenny, your head chaplain at LPD.
Yeah.
Unit, what's Mission Baptist Church? Is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great guy. Yeah. Great group of people too.
You bet.
Man.
It's been nice to reach out to them.
Would you say that, because you and I have talked before, and Rob and I, your dad is a big inspiration for you, right?
Very much so.
Would you say a lot of this natural ability for you to transition from, okay, I just got told that I've got this situation going on with my body, I'm just going to charge and be a cowboy about this thing. How much of that came from your dad?
Oh, a lot of it. He had a 23-year battle with bladder cancer that you wouldn't have known. You know, he had his bladder removed and whatnot. And he's an imperfect guy with a perfect heart, I guess I would say.
Okay.
I just made that up. I'll be the next. If you go to Gaylord and you see that, we talked about the Elk Park, he just renovated it. And it has his name and the story of him and how it came to be. The guy was 100% giving. As kids, we would go to Harbor Springs to the orphanage, the Native American orphanage, and him and his group of drinking buddies kind of adopted that as their pet project.
Yeah.
And along with other things, the guy just was nonstop in the doing things for others. So he'd always say, if you leave the world a little bit better place than it was when you got there, then you've done well.
That's it.
And then tell the story I told you guys about the oyster,
Yep.
Especially for cops, you think about all the things we complain about. That drives me nuts,
Yes.
And, these cars suck, or this, I'm like, come on, dude, it ain't that bad.
Ain't that bad.
And you can tell the story about the oyster, gets a piece of sand in it, does it complain, moan, and groan? No, at the end of the day, it can create a beautiful pearl. So what could we all do with the things that bother us?
Right.
This is a Cliff Note version of that poem.
Yeah.
Usually he'd have a couple adult pops in him when he'd tell the stories.
Yeah.
But that's the Cliff Note version. A couple old Milwaukee's best.
Milwaukee's best.
A little 45th gold right there, brother.
Yeah, man. Standard Gaylord issue.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, sir. Some people have their natty lights. And Gaylord had its old Milwaukee.
That's right. Oof.
Yeah. So, like Rob said, since this whole thing started with you, it's him and I talk, frequently, because we're always doing podcast stuff, and I'm like, dude, I don't want to not stop doing this thing. So, you know what I mean? So, like, whatever opportunity we've got to help out with charitable events, or to maybe you bring a guest in here that you're fond of, somebody on your cancer team or something like that. That'd be.
Well, did you ever see the movie Step Brothers?
Yes.
And there's that
That's
scene
pretty
where,
much
like,
Kaz
did
and I
we
in a
just
nutshell.
become best friends? Yeah. I got newsflash, guys. We just all became best friends. I'm like luggage. You ain't going to get rid of me. And yeah, I mean,
You better not go to sleep, because as soon as you close your eyes, I'm going to punch you right in the face.
I mean, doing the right thing. There's never a wrong time to do a great thing.
It's very humbling when you see a 13-year-old kid with brain cancer. All of a sudden, my problems ain't so deep, right? And my 17-year-old son said, hey, this kid Caleb, 13-year-old kid with brain cancer, ask him if he wants to go for an airplane ride. Like, I don't know what it takes for him to do that. Like, if, we got to get his doctor to sign off or this or that. But if he wants to do that, I'll take him. Mm-hmm. He heard what I said about Mankowski, the Chemo Cowboy, and he just duplicated that, because this guy doesn't want any shine.
Right.
He does it because he's pulled to. He does it because it's what he feels he is called to do, and he is a giant blessing everywhere he goes. Yeah. Norman just took a crumb of that.
Norman absolutely crushed it.
Oh, he did great.
He absolutely crushed
he did
it.
great.
He's up there. He's flying. He looks like the kid's 17 years old.
I know.
Yeah, I thought he was 18.
Yeah, and he's up there just cool hand Luke.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Just
you're buzzing the towers.
buzzing
I shouldn't say it, but
towers
he
and
came
stuff.
low into the
Getting close to shit.
I was like, holy moly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for him to just be like, yo, what can I do?
To see his smile in that video that you put together, well done. I mean, Norman is now part of Santa's first responders posse forever, along with you guys.
That 100% started with you, man. It started with you.
It started with us. And I saw there's a picture of you and I think Miss Kitty, the horse. I think you're holding her, which is Paula's horse.
Scared as shit, dude, because I don't know anything about horses.
But
It shows.
I mean, it's a collaborative effort.
Yeah, it is.
When I can't do it all myself. Nobody, it's all people coming together, and it's not about me. It's about us.
Yeah.
And I truly, truly believe that. I mean, my style, I don't see leadership or whatever, whatever, running this shit stuff is go for it. We talked about Monica. So Monica was my first cancer nurse, the gal who first pierced your. So when you get chemo, it goes through your chest. And I have a hole in my chest, port. So it sounds graphic, and it's not the easiest. But once it gets in, it makes life easier. So she did that, and now we've become friends. So she has a connection at McLaren. So we're talking about the horse farm. All Paula wants is that this is her last year. She wants to have benches where people that can reflect, or if you're having a bad day, or come from the cancer center at McLaren, or cops and firemen can stop if they're having a crappy day and just sit there for 5 minutes.
Hi, my name is Paula Hitzler, and we are at the Michigan State University Horse Teaching and Research today, doing breakfast on the farm, and I was asked to talk with Marengo here, one of our breeding stallions. He's an Arabian horse, and Jenny Kale owns him from Arizona. Besides the cool stuff that we're doing from an academic perspective, we're starting to do more things with Michigan State University and their psychiatric services, and offering more equine mental health therapy type of things. That's kind of led us into meeting Gaylord Mankowski, who is the Chemo Cowboy, and you may have seen him out here. He's always out here 7:30 in the morning with his favorite horse, PA Marco. So this has been really nice for Gaylord to come out after his chemotherapy treatments, to decompress, just to kind of chill out, because that's a very difficult thing to go through. So this has been great. And then Gaylord's brought out a couple of his young people that are also dealing with cancer and having them come out to see the horses as well. So the vision for this place, besides doing all the academic things that we have to do for the Department of Animal Science and the College of Ag and Natural Resources, is to hopefully get benches out here where people from McLaren, after their therapies, or maybe people that are waiting for their loved ones to get out of surgery, to come out, have a seat on a bench, enjoy these horses, enjoy this beautiful farm, and just offer people a nice place to come out and visit and just relax and enjoy these lovely horses.
So thanks to Monica, she made a relationship with at McLaren, and it looks like the foundation will work with us to make that happen financially.
Yeah.
And now they want us to take the parade over to McLaren when we leave Sparrow, when we do our hospital.
Good for you.
So, and we will, I mean, now I guess we have a fleet of cars, but we'll make that happen.
That's amazing.
But, so that's because of Monica. You know, it wasn't me. She said, what do you think? Go for it. Got my blessing. I don't know those people because her husband worked there and he passed tragically. And so they wanted to do something to honor her husband, Ken. So Ken Roberts.
There's a different kind of energy when you bump into somebody like yourself. And I know you're a modest guy, right? And the same can be said for Monica, right? And for Paula. You bump into these people and you can just tell that their energy is outgoing. You know what I mean? Like it's there. If you want to feel it, here I am, talk to me and you know, look what I'm doing type thing. But it's not like an open invitation. It's just like, okay, you kind of put yourself in that space and all of a sudden you're like, man, this feels so good. It doesn't feel sad to me, bro. Like when I talk to you, I don't look at you and I don't feel sadness. I feel like opportunity. Like for real. I feel that. Mm-hmm. The other day I was driving around in my current job and I was like thinking about some stuff that we're going to do for you and everything. And I was like, shit. So I text my wife. I texted her. I don't have my phone, but I texted her, hey, every time that I got too loud, for every time that I didn't ask you how your day was, for every time that I could have helped out and I didn't, I'm so grateful that I still have the opportunity to do those things in the future. Like just become a better husband, right? I mean, and that's literally because of Gaylord Mankowski. Like I'm not blowing smoke up your ass, bro.
Oh, don't
like,
tell my wife that because I don't have a higher expectation.
Because it ain't perfect, bro. I'm not describing no rosy beef shit, nothing like that. I'm just saying, like holy shit, like we are on borrowed time. Every single one of us, whether we're diagnosed with cancer or whether we're not diagnosed with cancer.
I just happen to know what it is. And I had a boss, and I think I used the analogy. I told you guys he'd tell the story when he first came on board about he goes, I'm the engineer of the train. I got plenty of room for you on the main engine. If you don't want to ride on the engine with me, you can ride in the caboose, but get the fudge off the tracks.
Yeah.
And that's my attitude. I ain't got time for it. I really don't have time for it.
Literally and figuratively.
We're coming down the tracks, bro. We're going to have a hockey thing. We're going to take kids. I'm going to send them to Tennessee. And most of the people on my group get it. And if they didn't, they've kind of moved on. But you know what? I don't get emotional, but I guarantee you when I'm in Tennessee next week, because I'm going to go on my own dime just to make sure it goes well. You know, there's a little bump in the road. I can come, the car breaks. We can patch it up. But to see a first kid down there riding a horse, with cancer. And my daughter went down there. We did a test run, and she rode a horse. Mm-hmm. And that was pretty inspiring. And I'll tell you a sad story. So she doesn't ride, and she was wearing like a dress that has shorts in it. I don't know what they're called, but and the lady's like, well, she's got to have pants on to ride. And my daughter just started crying.
Oh, man.
She goes, I just wanted to ride for you, Dad, because I knew it meant a lot to you. And I was like,
oh, shit.
So I went to the gal and I said, can you just put her on a horse?
Yeah.
It really mean a lot to me. She wants to do it for me. So that's the time, that if there is some sadness, I feel bad for this 13-year-old girl that, it's bad enough I'm the original half dad, half grandpa, but now she's got to explain to her friends at a very difficult age why I looked away and why is his hair all scraggy or whatever. Kids can be mean, right?
Sure.
And the internet's out there. So that's the only time I have pause.
Yeah.
With what she has to deal with.
Yeah.
She did see, because I lost weight, so I could wear this Chemo Cowboy belt buckle that somebody sent me. And she goes, you look spiffy, Dad. So And I did pick out a new shirt for you guys, just to let you know.
Wow, man.
Still had the tag on it.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that gives me pause. You know, I get sadness because that's something that she shouldn't have to go through.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I have a really cool relationship with her, just like you do with your kids, I could tell.
Yeah.
And so value the time you have. I can't worry about what I can't do. I can concentrate on what I can do or try to do.
Things you can control, right?
Right.
Yep. Yes, sir.
How old is your daughter?
She's 13. So she was almost 10 when this started.
Yeah.
And she's right there from the beginning. When I first noticed my, so I have colon cancer that got a tumor into my bowels, and it my stomach just we're up in Benzie County, up by Crystal Mountain. I'm like, that's not normal.
Yeah.
And then I noticed that my stool was black.
Yeah.
So if you have a black stool, I'm not playing doctor here, it means you've got blood in your, good chance you've got blood.
Yep.
Or you've been nibbling on charcoal. So I'm like, this isn't right. If you ever have something that doesn't feel right, you probably should act on your instinct, get your booty in there to get checked. And I wasn't good about going to the doctor. Now, I don't, what I'm saying now is don't let your small problems become big problems, especially when you're in chemo, because nothing heals quickly. It's a long, drawn out to get anything to heal. So that's why I'm wearing these slippers, because I got a couple foot issues, but we're getting on top of them and all that. Otherwise, I'd have my boots on. I probably wore my cowboy boots too much and it rubbed, because one of the offsets for me is neuropathy. So I could have half my foot gone and I wouldn't feel it.
Yeah.
Because there's really not a whole lot of feeling. So whatever, get through it, move forward.
How do you find time for you?
Well, it's funny you mention that, because I bought a camper and I've never camped in it. So I'm trying to sell that like a teardrop. But I look at my motorcycle, because I love motorcycles, and I've continued to ride to try not only inspire me. I've got stage 4, I'm still riding my Beamer,
Yep.
I got an old Grand Rapids police, not old, a Grand Rapids police bike.
Yeah.
With only 7,000 miles on it. They never rode it. And,
Oh, wow.
That's it. And I enjoy the process of helping Ahmed with the pickles. That's for therapeutic, just to kind of think of different designs. And the logos, those are all, that helps me. And then thinking, like tomorrow, I already have it. So tomorrow's theme, it'll be chemo number 60. So I do a 3-day regimen. It's not just like a pill. It's in it to win it, right? For 3 days will be kind of tough. But I was thinking, since it's Labor Day, do like a YMCA themed. I could dress up like the construction guy from YMCA and just have it. And then I'll dress up my hernia as a little, I don't know if I told you about I have a hernia because of cancer. So I call him Little Wrangler, but he might be a little construction worker. And I'll get a tool belt from Harbor Freight and then because there are tricks they don't teach you about getting through chemo.
Yeah.
That and so I'll put all the tools on the cancer tool belt.
Yeah.
And that'll be the theme. And the girls said that they would dance with me, the nurses.
Yeah.
We'd do the YMCA thing. I have 60 rounds of chemo. I didn't think I was going to get this many. I'm running out of ideas, man. Maybe we could do a podcast from me getting chemo.
I'm running out of ideas and I'm dressing up my hernia. You guys got any material for me? I'm open.
Maybe I need therapy or something.
Dude, this sounds like something. This sounds like a bit.
Yeah.
A comedy.
I've dressed him up as a cowboy. I've dressed him up as a rock star. I've dressed him up as him. Like I'm talking like his own.
Yeah.
Maybe he should start his own webpage or something.
Conjoined twin.
Instagram site for Little Wrangler.
So clearly you're a jack of all trades at this point. So for the viewers that might not know, Reindeer 1 is a full-blown fire truck. And we've seen it. I've seen it 100 times now, and it's beautifully
Yeah, I think we
wrapped.
have it on our webpage now.
Yeah,
SantasFirstResponders.org if you ever want to check it out.
So it's all wrapped up like a gift, and so you can have the same folks wrap up the Tahoe as Reindeer 2.
That's a great question, because United Image is doing it because I want it to be the same theme. I want it to look like a gift.
Yep.
And am I a little bit proud of it? No. Am I a lot proud of it? Yeah.
Moments are what make up our lives, right? And people will draw to a terrible moment in their life, and that could be like the reason why their life gets derailed, right? And they can't find their way, and they get into drugs or terrible things, and they have a horrible life. Here you are diagnosed, you turn it around, And now these kids get to experience these moments when they're in a fragile state themselves. I don't know if people can really grasp what that feels like. Like when you see, like, because Caleb, his sense of humor, he's a little comedian.
Yeah, man.
Like he's like straight up a little comedian. Like every other thing he's trying to say, he wants to be funny. You know, and he brightens up when he's dealing with you and the first responders people and just if my kid was in that situation and your organization came, I wouldn't even know how to say thank you. I wouldn't, because it's that important for that moment in their life.
Well, for me, the thing's just letting your kid participate, because, you know, here are these goofballs. Who are these guys? You know, we get that look. And, you know, like I always say, I want to be the special forces of giving.
Yep.
I want to come in, do what we got to do, and go out, and the guy's like, what just happened? Who are those guys? You know?
Yeah.
All right, just call us when you need you. We don't need to be. But I've learned to get those resources in, sometimes you do have to get out there a little bit. You know, the reason we focus on these kids with cancer, because you and I we've made bad choices. We lived a pirate lifestyle.
Yep.
You know, when I go to the infusion center, now the nurses will grab me. Hey, we got somebody who's having a tough time. You come talk to them.
Good for you.
Well, last time, sure, I'll go talk to them. And, you know, everybody's got a different journey with cancer, you know, around 60. But I met somebody at the farmer's market who had 100 rounds of chemo.
Wow.
6.5 years worth. So
Yeah.
I got ways to go.
So you got some
know what I'm
catching
saying?
up to do.
I got some catching up to do.
I was about to say, man, you're at 60. How many do you have to do before you get a free toaster?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like a
challenge corner something.
I tell you what, the relationships I made at the hospital, you know, if you look on your sleeve, Rob, on your right-hand sleeve at the very bottom, it says chemo crew. I mean, it's just been family. Like I said before, I don't have 30 nurses. I have 30 family members. And I make a point, I would tell anybody this, you're going through this, thank them. I stopped, so like the mad scientists, we talked about this, the Lord of the Rings watching people are the pharmacists. They kind of in their own little room at the cancer center. But I make a point, I did it today. Thanks for keeping me alive. The receptionist, thanks for being part of the team that keeps me alive.
Yeah.
And I mean it,
Yeah.
you know, because if you invest in your healthcare workers, it'll pay huge dividends.
Yep.
And that's not why I do it, but we all need help. There's things that have to be rescheduled, or can we do this? Or having cancer is like you need to turn into a detective. Or if I took that medicine, did I do? You know, Hey, can you guys do this script that normally my normal doctor can't? It's collaborative. You ain't cheating. You ain't trying. Sharif Fadley taught me that. Captain Fadley from campus.
He's been married to his wife Kendra for a long time. I've been married to my wife Jess for a long time. We've not had a chance to meet your wife other than we crossed paths at the
She wanted
car
to come
show.
today.
Yeah.
I said, no.
This is man territory in the studio today.
Man cave.
That's right. It's a man cave day today.
Not today. Maybe in the future.
Although I will say the ladies we have had in here have absolutely dominated.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
They crushed it.
Yeah.
I know that your marriage has been tested. I know my marriage has been tested on our own different ways. Never something like cancer. Talk to us about, as a husband and wife, clearly from talking to her at the car show that time, clearly she's your biggest fan.
Yeah. Well, I think you gotta, you have to be resilient and independent. So I push her to do, like, we're a big family of skiers. Obviously I can't ski because of this. But I don't want that. I don't expect her to dawdle over me, and I want her to do things. So when they want to go skiing, I totally support, go skiing. We love skiing at Crystal Mountain. We don't have the connection in Gaylord anymore that my parents have passed. So they go skiing. You got to work hard to allow them to be as normal as possible. And that's what we try to do. And that's not always easy. She probably takes it harder than I do. But I know I'm sick. I don't have time. I don't have time to dwell on it, right? Because it's just, I don't know. So we work together to find victories. Every time there's a Christmas, we try to do a lot of special things. I love London, and I got a couple copper friends over there. So I'm hoping, like, before Christmas we'll go over to London, and you try to build as many memories as you can.
Yeah.
And not doom and gloom, like, oh, this is the last,
Right.
Because I don't feel that way. Obviously, you kind of can see it. There's no script to this, and there isn't a script. Nobody's wrote, how. But it does take a toll on her. wares.
I love the find victory thing, dude. I love
Yes.
the find victory. I think that's what we're always trying to do with everything. With everything. If you're going to the gym, you're trying to find a little victory, right?
Yes.
A little improvement. If you're at work, you're trying to do something that works out right. I mean, that's literally what we try to do, but like you get a hyper focus on it.
I get a high off of victories, like you said, Kaz.
Yeah.
So, my big thing was I loved the bench press back in the day, and I wanted to be the first 40-year-old cop to do 400 pounds. I got to 385, but that's
Nice.
kind of stuff I like to do. I like to challenge. So when we can pull off this one thing, I'll guarantee you, there's a time I'll go into a side room and just go, fuck yes. Because, there might be negative nannies say, you could never do that.
Yeah.
A horse that inspires me, that Marco horse, to have a pissy resilience and to be independent and better than I was than the day before, or tried to be. And that horse just resonates it with me, and that's their PA Marco.
That was
their
bad.
show.
So we went to that little thing over at the pavilion, and you walked us out there, and you said, "Look at all the marks in the stall," and where he kicked there. He's just in there kicking, just being Marco, and then. Half hour later, Rob was like, "Hey, go take a picture with a horse." I'm like, "I don't think so."
Hey, I'll hold the camera for you. I'll be on this side of the fence.
Yeah.
Hey, Kaz with Hold the Air podcast. I'm out at MSU with Marengo. Just had one question to ask him. Hey, Marengo, what do you think about cancer?
I get it. There's no script, but
There's days where he'll just be in the middle of the pasture, and then there's days where in my mind, I feel we have a connection because I go to see him every day.
Yeah.
And he'll come up and you just be, engaging. And there's other times, or he'll just stand there while I make one of my videos, reels. And then there's other days he's just not feeling it today, bro. First time I went out there, I was having a crappy day, crappy cancer day. I was mad at work, and people were getting in my business at work about, what are you doing? Not about for my work, but the powers to be that obviously somebody else had cancer and they were complaining and maybe I was getting more accommodations. But when you do have cancer, you're entitled to a lot of accommodations. You should research it. And I just went out with this horse, Chanel, and she came up and we knew each other for years. I'd never seen this horse. That's why I marched right to Paula, the horse manager or farm manager. I said, why aren't we bringing kids out here? And she's like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Well, now we have a friendship, and she supports everything that we do, and I support everything that she does and her staff out there. So it's been a win-win.
And what you've done to adjust and to evolve and to keep your head above water was something that, for most people would be too much. How about your daughter?
It wears on her. And like I
Yeah.
said, that's where I get emotional. That's where I maybe have some downtime because I do feel bad for her. She has to go through this. And, there's a video out there that we did we went to the Smoky Mountains a year ago, and she went to Build-A-Bear. And I thought, man, she's a little old for a Build-A-Bear. And we're standing in line, but whatever you want, you know what I mean? And she's like, I want to get a Build-A-Bear. And she wanted a police Build-A-Bear. And she goes, and I'm like, okay. She goes, I want you to record a message. And there's a video on my Facebook thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, Dad, I don't want you to die. Would you record a message so you're here forever?
Oh, man.
And so that was a kick in the balls.
Yeah.
I'm usually pretty quick-witted and I can think on my feet. I wasn't ready for that.
Knocked you down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is?
I was not ready for that. So I could tell you, I said, hey, this is Daddy, I love you forever.
Yeah.
And she still has it. And it sits in the room. Now she's a teenager, so it's tough. It's probably toughest on her than everybody because she doesn't understand. It's not fair and to her.
Yeah.
And once in a while, she'll get emotional. We're at the daddy-daughter dance. And when she missed all those because of COVID and all of whatever going on in the world. So now she goes to Catholic school. They have them.
Yep.
And we're doing the dad-daughter. And she's like, I don't want you to die, Dad.
Oh,
and then what do you say to that? There is no gunslinging book on that. How to
none at all.
I don't, I said, whatever happens, we got now and all our memories, and we're going to build on these. So,
and you can't do it any better than how you're doing it, bro. Like
I
you
don't
can't
know
do
what
it any better.
you can do. You know, every opportunity she goes, Dad, can we go to Dunkin' Donuts? Yep, we're going.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
I've learned is any opportunity to spend time, then I'm pouring the gravy.
Yeah.
And that's another thing.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling
it's
you, that's
pouring the gravy on it. You know, you gotta sop it up, and
Dude.
because I don't know how long I'll be able to do it, and that'll be, I worry about being in hospice.
Yeah.
With her
Yeah.
because when the shit starts getting real, like real, not that it's not real now. It's pretty grim. You know, it could be grim, and then how will that play out? But I try not to. I got another CAT scan. As long as they keep coming back stable.
Yeah.
The tumors aren't going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it's some modern miracle. They'll always
Right.
be there, and hopefully it's when the spread, they jump on lymph nodes or they get spine. That's when it gets drastic. But I'm not at that point. Knock on wood. Hopefully.
Right.
There is no script. How do you you can go to therapy, but
Sure.
it's just like cops. We only want to talk to other cops when it comes to cop problems. I don't want to talk to somebody that hasn't
walked in your shoes.
Walked in the shoes, and there aren't any people walking in my shoes with stage 4 cancer. Oh, there's some. Or how you talk to a daughter, and they do offer social workers. All I can do is try to be the best person you can, right? That's the only script there is to it, and take advantage of the time you have, and don't make excuses.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, man. Like, I know that any challenging moment that's ahead of me in my life, I'm gonna be more prepared because I know you. Like, for real. Like, I mean that. Like, 1,000%. Whenever something starts to get tough or whatever, it doesn't hit me the same way. So I gotta ask you a favor.
Yes, sir.
In that tone, we have a very important football season for the Lions coming up.
Yeah.
If you could FaceTime me every time they lose, just to bring my perspective back, I'll be better for it because it won't lag, and my wife will be like, "Thank you, Gaylord," because it takes him 3 days to get over a fucking loss.
Dude.
Really? Well,
it's a 3-day
it's terrible,
freaking funeral, dude.
Let me tell you a Lion story. So when I was really having a tough time in my first rounds of chemo, this different kind of regimen.
Yeah.
It was a ball buster, but it worked and bought me time. And somebody took pity on me and gave me 4 tickets to the club. You ever been to the club seating at Ford Field?
No.
Not where you're in a skybox, but where you have your own like restaurant bar area, and it's like box seating. Somebody sent us 4 tickets, and they sent me Aiden Hutchinson signed jersey.
Get out of here.
I don't know who it was to this day, and very kind. And it was Thanksgiving against Green Bay. They lost 40-0.
Man.
Parking pass right there, the place that's attached.
Yeah.
But yeah, lost 40-0. But my daughter had the time of her life. So you're talking about building memories.
Yeah, building memories. My mother, she's 91 years old. I love her to death. She's been dealing with dementia and Alzheimer's, a combination of the two, for about 18 years now, maybe 19 years. So when Diego, my son, was younger, we were sitting at a table, or dining room table, eating cereal, and I don't know how old he was, maybe 9.
How old is he now?
He's 21.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe 9, something like that. And his sister's 4 years older, and we're headed out to Puerto Rico for a family trip, and I don't know how to tell them, Grandma might not remember you. So if she looks at you funny, it's not because she doesn't love you anymore. It's just because she's dealing with something. So sitting there and we're eating. I'm like, hey guys, so when we go to the trip, we got to make sure we got this, this. And he's like, oh yeah, we got to go to the beach. And I said, yep. Oh, and also too, Grandma's going to be acting a little way because she's trying to get better. She's got this thing going on. And I said, what I need you guys to do is every time she looks at you and acts like she doesn't remember who you are, I need you to just be her best new friend. Man, this little joker's looks at his sister, drops his spoon, gives her a high five. He's like, it's going to be so easy, Miranda. And Miranda's old enough to know, and she's kind of wired like me. She's kind of emotional. She goes, why? She's like, Grandma's our best friend now. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I had no idea the journey I had to take to accept what she was going through, right? This idea that it's not her fault that she doesn't remember me. But I don't give a damn now that she doesn't remember me. I just want to be there. I want to be there whenever she wants me to be there. I want to have conversations with her, do whatever, because tomorrow she's not going to remember. You know what I mean? But today, right now, right in front of us, she's there.
And she lives in Puerto Rico?
No, she lives
with her?
with my sister, and my father's still alive too. So my sister, Jesus, she's a saint. She does an amazing job with them. But when I hear you talk about your daughters hitting you up and hitting you up and hitting you up, man, that's a good problem to have.
It is, because we all see the relationships out in the field.
Hell yeah.
Where people don't have, or they don't take advantage of the relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they'd rather do dope or be criminals or do.
They don't know their father. They don't know their mother.
Yep.
But
that's not a fault of the kids, right?
Sure.
Kids can't control if parents make bad choices or they've had bad luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's dope. I love that story because it reminded me of what we had to go through, for our kids to understand, what my mom's going through.
So give us the details.
Sure.
Mun Meltdown.
The
What
Mun
do we need to know?
Meltdown, it's on.
If you're brand new, what do you want to tell someone that's considering, man, I like what you guys are doing. What do I got to know to get my butt to the Mun Meltdown? What are we doing?
Be there. We're going to open up the gates at 4-ish. It's very informal. Be a good time. Great kid event. A lot of police and first responders, nurses, and it's just going to be a great event. We'll have ample opportunities for silent auction. Really cool things. Things that a lot of MSU memorabilia. Yep. I know Santa will be there.
And the proceeds are going where?
They all go to our 501c3, Santa's First Responders, where we go visit every kid in the hospital. Doesn't matter if you're a cancer kid or a NICU kid, and we bedazzle them with toys and swag bags, and we visit from top to bottom. We also do a appreciation healthcare workers. I personally will be massaging the nurses. That's a joke.
I was like, wait a minute.
Okay, that was smooth, bro.
I think this will be our biggest fundraiser we've ever done. It takes us 60 or 70 grand a year to do what we're doing. We want to do more.
Yep.
But I'd love to see this franchised. It doesn't, you can take all the swag and stuff. And if it works for you and you want to start this in Mobile, Alabama or New York City, and let's do it. I'll come out there. I'll go anywhere to promote this idea and help you not have to go through the pitfalls that I went through, if it helps.
A franchise would be incredible.
And not want to make a penny off it.
No.
But the only thing I'd ask is that you keep the core, keep the idea, the theme the same with the same type of goals.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all I'd ask.
You bet. What would your advice be to the normal, average Joe or Jane that says, I don't got 60 rounds of chemo under my belt. I wasn't a police officer for 25 years. I'm just a quote unquote average person with normal bills and normal problems, and I'm not extraordinary. What would you tell that person of what it takes to give back to others or try to improve someone else?
I would say this, that we've all had trauma or really bad circumstances, or we know somebody, like you're dealing with your mother, that has is dealing with painful stuff or discomfort stuff, and use that as an inspiration. I always say, take your pain and make it part of your product. I can sit here and bitch about certain things, or I can get after it. And I choose to do the latter. We all have seen people, and especially as cops, complain, I got to work. Well, we chose this profession, right?
Yeah.
So get into the fight. Don't bitch about the fight.
Yeah.
And I would say that in the same life. Everybody can draw on some inspiration. With me, all my dad and his brothers all fought and served. Most people in Otsego County, 6 brothers, all called to serve. You can find inspiration. I feel bad. You know what I feel bad for? People who can't find inspiration from some place in their history. Be it relatives, friends, associates. Because there's got to be somebody that moves you to go up a level, right? So I use all that discomfort and I just get pissed. Mm-hmm. Get a pissy resilience and find something. Yep. And if you can't do that, I don't know if I can help you.
Exactly. Team Mankowski. And we're just thrilled to be part of it, brother.
Well, you're not part of it. You're in the front seat, bro. You're going to get to drive reindeer 2 and maybe 1.
Well, you definitely want me driving. You don't want him driving. He wrecks every cop car he's ever had.
Oh, don't do that.
No. That is absolute fake news. Dude, I have never wrecked a patrol car, and I think you have a couple of them. But anyway, that's not what we're here for.
And these guys showed up to support us at the car show, and you stole your dad's car to enter it in the show for an afternoon.
Yeah.
He was out of
spent
town.
time out
Thanks for
hot-
letting the cat out of the bag, but it's all good, dude.
Hot weather. He pushed it back in,
It was,
Mr. Forbes.
it was like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where you got to have the thing up on jacks and in reverse, take the miles off. Remember that?
Yeah.
he only
was fun.
peeled out 2 times, Mr.
Yeah.
Forbes.
Yeah. That was a fun event. That was
But
cool.
that
it's
was great.
grown,
That
man.
was
He's
great.
gonna have to. He's talking about moving it over to
other
the
side.
GM lot.
Yeah. Like I said, dude, I'm super excited for the stuff that's in the future, and I appreciate you because you have changed my DNA. And I, I know how you are, so I'm not gonna sit here and say too much, but you will see it through my action. That I'm Team Cowboy. You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
cowboy
Right?
up, dude.
Let's
Yeah.
cowboy up.
It's cowboy
Oh, yeah.
up.
Man.
You take
Oh,
it,
man.
you can make it. And then
Take it, you can make it.
and I want to thank you guys for my crowd Forbes. This is.
Every time you take,
I'm gonna turn it inside out and put it right here closest to my heart. And oh my God, it's affecting my heart already.
That picture was taken by the one and only Walt Kim, and he got me so good on that.
Yeah.
And so once in a while, either he'll send it to me or I'll send it to him. That picture just random because he took. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love Walt Kim.
I laugh every time. But great guy.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you guys. Appreciate you.
brother.
So, Gaylord, we can't put in the words how honored we are to be a part of your journey. You have literally changed the way I look at things. You have literally changed my perspective on how to handle tough situations. And I thank you for it.
We've also come to figure out firsthand you are a stubborn son of a gun.
For sure.
For sure. And part of your uniqueness is any time anybody wants to give any accolades or any recognition to you, you automatically stiff arm it. You are hardwired, you deflect it, and you give that away to someone else every time. Kaz and I just wanted to have a platform to be able to rally the troops because we knew that if we tried to say thank you the way that we wanted to, that you were just going to stiff arm it. So we had to get a little sneaky.
So guess what, Gaylord? We went around your damn back. We went around your damn back. We got a little surprise for you. We hope you like it. I know you're going to love it. But we had to do it, bro. Because if we would have asked you, you'd have said no.
You would have said, hell no. And so, how does Monica put it? I'd rather beg for forgiveness than ask for permission. Tee it up, Z.
Dad's calling me, right? Yeah, he's calling me.
Oh,
I
don't
didn't
answer
answer.
it.
I didn't.
Yes.
Yeah, like, he can't now. He can't know yet.
Okay. Oh, take the phone and show it to the camera and be like, not calling you, Dad. And we'll play a joke on him.
He still did it. No. It already went through.
All right. We're going to get him so good.
Yeah. No, because if I show this picture, he'll kill me.
Just do it. It's fine.
It's so bad. It's when he had no hair, and it was like fly away. Keep calling.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
Because he's
You know, he used to be a cop.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he's got an investigative.
He's the phone right now.
Which he'll he smile when I lie.
I know.
just keep it under. Just keep it under wraps
we
for
got
a couple weeks.
like a week or two, like just, and then when the cat's out of the bag, it's gonna,
Yeah.
it's
It's
gonna
not
be
really
good.
lying if he didn't ask.
I
There
mean,
it
what's
is.
the
Yeah.
lie?
Yeah, okay. Let's.
Definition of lying, Alicia?
Telling not the truth.
Not to tell me.
Okay.
Not true. Yeah, but what if you don't say anything at all? It's fine.
Yeah. I
I'm
would
not really lying.
listen.
Wait, you're with a couple of retired cops. We can frame this the right way. Like we got the pizza box. You can take home as
yeah.
evidence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we can stage it,
Throw it
man.
in the trash can as you're walking up and just act
Yeah.
like
Yeah. they have his back no
Yeah.
matter what. Like,
That's cool,
not
right?
only are they keeping him alive,
Yes.
like they didn't see it the
That's
way
right.
we did because they're in it with him.
We love you, Chemo Cowboy. If you can take it, you can make it.
I make a point when I leave the infusion center, I thank everybody. And there's no script to life. So you got to be able to roll with it. And I always say, make your pain part of your product. It's just you got to get a pissy resilience.
Including who his doctor is and who his team is. I mean, Monica was his first, his first nurse, and she's like family now.
He has shown me on how to be a better person, on how to continue to get up and fight again.
Because I feel like at the end of the day, cancer is very difficult, and if I can show someone as much compassion as he does for all of us, I think that is a great way to start my day and use it throughout my time here.
You don't run into people like him maybe once in a lifetime. You know, it's like, I mean, you're not going to find another Gaylord. You're not going to, more likely, I'll probably never meet, not that I haven't met a lot of very nice, thoughtful people, but somebody that just constantly gives and gives and gives.
He puts enough of himself out there that the comfort level for everybody else is pretty astounding, especially given what he's gone through. He's really kept that positivity, and he tries to show that with other patients, with staff, with anybody, and we're all in it together.
When you're being challenged, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, and if he's being challenged, but he is looking to give of himself. Whenever you are volunteering in the community, and specifically with our youth community, it's a win-win because this is our next generation.
We all have something going on. Gaylord has something very big, but he's never let it stop him. And nothing is too big for him. For instance, the fire truck.
He's a really bad mullet for a really long time. It was terrible.
And I still love him through the mullet stages.
You pushed him to get a haircut, and then once his hair started coming out, you were like, I bet I did that.
It was really shitty of me. It really was. And because it was like daily.
Mullets are the thing now.
He's remarkable how much he does, whether he's feeling well or he's not, emotionally or physically. He just keeps on trucking. He's inspirational, and he's driven, and he's giving, and he's the epitome of strength.
He can either choose to be one way or the other. He could either be positive, or he could dwell on the negative of the situation. So he chooses to be positive.
Well, I just want to say, Gaylord, you are so much fun. Like, I love that you're one of our, I don't love that you're one of our patients, but I love that, we met you here, and we get to make all these fun videos all the time, and you're just amazing, and we love you.
I always keep a little something of Santa's first responders or something he has given me. I have it up at my desk because I can look at that and remind myself of the people that fill my cup, that remind me of why I do what I do.
His personality is larger than life, and he's just a really fun, loving guy, and even getting chemotherapy, he's still having fun. You can tell that, obviously this is not a fun place to be, but that's how he gets through it. And I think that he puts that into everything he does, the 100% good attitude.
It's your mixologist. Got you.
Gaylord is always positive. He's never negative or never angry. He understands what he's going through, and he's more grateful for us for saving him.
Gaylord now calls him that.
Oh, yeah. They all do.
Yeah.
We didn't even, we had to ask him what his real name was.
Yeah.
Delicious Don.
How do you spell delicious?
Yeah.
Literally.
It's so great. And he's so good. He makes such good, what did he make? He made blackberry pie.
And then lemon cupcakes.
Lemon cupcakes.
Really good.
Yeah. But that's also goes to show, you could have people, these people keep him alive.
Totally selfless. He would rather make sure that somebody else has a shirt on their back than himself, and he wouldn't think twice about it.
I think it's incredible that he can
think of everyone else even when he's going through things himself.
I don't think you know how to do anything half-assed, because you don't, ever. So I think that has really kind of taught me to be a better nurse, to be a better person, to be a better mom. So you are in everyone's life for the good.
It is very inspiring, but he does it in different ways. He does it as gifts for other people, and then it's also, I have this journey, but it's not about me. I'm going to give you some information to help you on your cancer journey.
He always think about what he can give, what he can do for our community, what he is looking for, something to share with others, to do for pediatric cancer patient. He does a lot of things in the community, and I'm really impressed with his hard work.
The way he makes it about everybody else, not him. I have simply never seen anything quite like it.
Gaylord, we love you. You keep us entertained, and I hope you entertain us for another 20 years.
Dressed up as a leprechaun for St. Patty's Day. He had the whole get up. Santa, I think.
Do you remember when we went to Tennessee?
We went to Gatlinburg.
We went to Gatlinburg.
And he saw a guy with a whole money suit.
Whole money.
So
money, like an Amazon. Money shorts, money top.
Has a shirt that says "Calling Money," and it's like with a picture of money, and he'll show up to my soccer games in that. Money shorts.
He dropped her off at camp.
Dropped me off.
And then took me to the casino wearing it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I
the
looked
high
at him.
rollers have arrived. Where's the VIP suite?
I know. I looked at him and I was like, you are so lucky. And he's like, why? And I'm like, because I'm walking in with you wearing this, and you just dropped your kid off, and she never said one thing about what he looked like or anything.
In the world full of terrible and negative and everything, there's some really cool people doing good stuff.
Gaylord, he's one of those guys who's larger than life. He just has an energy about him, enthusiasm about him that I don't think I've ever had anybody match or even come close to it. Surround yourself with good people and good things will happen, I believe is how he says it. And it's 100% true.
I would hope that people just take a risk and, like, you get an idea, you want to help somebody, go do it.
If just some people in the world took just a sprinkling, just a pinch of how your family is and applied it in your life, this world would be so much better.
Right.
It shouldn't take cancer to get us there.
Right. Right.
Just to let you know, you ain't a real cowboy.
He said the Chemo Cowboy ain't a real cowboy.
Sweet mother of pearl.
Oh my God.
Listen, just wait a minute.
Wait. Can I just say it?
Yeah.
I'm offended.
Unbelievable.
Gaylord has now and has always demonstrated a huge heart for other people. Our father instilled deeply in us that it's your responsibility as a human to make the community around you better. And I feel like Gaylord took that deep into his heart and has made such a difference in his community. Two things about my brother G: heart and humor, and I love them both.
It's sometimes like chasing a giant toddler around trying to keep up with Gaylord. He's one of the best leaders that I've ever met, simply because he is able to rally people around him, just from all different walks of life for one common goal, and it's always for, the good of somebody else. Love you, G. This is a great thing. We're going to keep going strong, buddy.
To see this guy just go above and beyond. Just amazing to see these kids that he has brought in that have grown, are adults now, are working adults, and they're coming back and going, you touched my life. and you made me a better person because of what you did. And that's Gaylord. This is a great idea to give back to him, because this is something he's not going to be able to go, oh, well, you know what, hey, this is so-and-so over here, you know. No, buddy, this one's yours. This one is yours, and I can't thank him enough. He's made me a better person.
We all can be better people.
What today is the anniversary, I think, that we got sent to New Orleans after Katrina.
Is it really?
100 of us, yeah, from Michigan.
Oh,
Michigan cops.
LPD. We sent a couple people down there.
I had in my squad were Sean Mills.
Yep.
And under my tutelage, and who's the Schlegel.
Yep.
Which one, Kyle?
No, Kevin.
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 They just volunteered to go to.
Their big lean came out, and it was like a call to arms, man.
Yeah.
We need help. And
Everything, anybody and anywhere.
And 100 of us went down there, and of course we had all these Detroit cops, and it was like Cannonball Run. It was like a Dukes of Hazzard race to who could get to New Orleans first. Yeah. And they had separated us, so hopefully we would. It was fucking out of this planet. Down there we just was just us, but when we stayed in Baton Rouge every day, and we would go lights and siren 90 miles to the bowels of New Orleans, and we would stage. You know where the riverboats come in, the cruise ships?
Yeah.
Where there's like just dead bodies laying all over the fucking planet, all over, but you'd see dead bodies. And we stayed at a tennis club. Tennis is a big deal, I guess, in the South. And we all stayed in this, right on LSP or Louisiana State Police headquarters. And it just deteriorated. So, you know, we'll go out, we all have machine guns. And, hey, if I take my radio out of my holder, I can carry 3 more mags.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking hot, muggy, and stinky. By the end of the day, I'm not making this up. We all went and bought white T-shirts and wrote our names, you know, wrote police and our last name on the back.
Yeah,
and you were carrying like slingshots and some marbles maybe because you were just so hot. But there's some good memories. I mean, we made a lot of friendships.
We had a guy that worked for our place for a while that was from down there, and you could tell that that single event fucked him up.
Did.
Like, he came back and he started working for LPD, and we all started to think, okay, I think homeboy's got a drinking problem. And then a couple times I talked to him, you know, he's like, man, cuz, you know, I'd be in water chest high just pushing through bodies.
The one time we stopped at a gas station to take a piss behind, you know, nothing. And they're like, hey, there's a dead body behind the gas station. Fucking hey, you know, it's like 6 days after the thing. It'd been the perfect time, and half of dude's arm was gone because obviously animals nibbling at it. It'd been a perfect time to collect the murder. So you would just call in. Hey, I got a dead body, whatever, here. And these guys from Rwanda, because there was some genocide shit that happened in these white outfits. It was almost like a Saturday Night Live skit if it wasn't dead people.
Fuck?
They come collect the body and no pictures, no nothing, dude. I mean, everything that was stolen was stolen. Like if you went to a Rite Aid, they took the fucking shelvings. I don't know what they did, but nothing. Clean as a whistle. And then you'd run into cop cars and there'd be bullet holes in the ceiling. Or when we first rolled up, they had changed a Walmart into a precinct. So they'd have guys in the front of the like entrance into the parking lot of Walmart, like old-fashioned 12-gauge shotguns out there, you know. And I'm like, this is nuts.
This is fucking wild.
It was a great experience to see something like that, and we all kind of stuck it out. But yeah, 3 weeks.